Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and X-Men Blue, issue 22. Just sounds cool saying that. Anyway, this is Poison X Part 5. So this was a pretty good issue. For the most part, you see uh, Killer Thrill is one heck of a weird freaking character. I can't figure her out. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to keep control of a situation that she just has no control over. The X-Men come up with this pretty brilliant idea. They make a giant space asteroid, ice asteroid, it's basically like a comet. You know what I'm saying? To just come flying right into the side of Killer Thrill's ship. So this is cool because like so they're sitting there trying to wonder like where this thing come from. It didn't show up on any of our radar until like the very last moment. There was a proximity alert, and then boom, like we should have seen this on our nav computers a long time ago. What's going on? Excuse me, somebody must have cloaked it and thrown it in. No, Iceman just made it. They threw it at you, dude. so, all in all, it was pretty good. Plus, the X-Men and Venom were actually in the big ice cubes, and they exited from it and beat up the bad guys and went running in. They actually did pretty good for the most part. Scott goes on his own a little bit later to go and rescue his father. Success. Everybody else goes to try and beat up on the Clintars, the space pirates, including Killer Thrill, who actually has the Clintar, the Venom symbiotes on them, the other symbiotes on them. So I gotta say how good Jean looks with the Venom symbiote. It's really weird. Just a really quick look. I'm sorry, am I wrong? It's kind of hot. It's, yeah, there's something wrong with me. Anyway, so it's cool. She simulates a psychic scream. A psychic scream. I said it right. Into the minds of just the enemies. All right. So both the heads and especially the minds of the others, the symbiotes. She replicates a sonic scream just in their head, which is cool because her own people don't hear it, and these guys, they're hearing the psychic scream, so they're reacting as though it were actually a sonic attack. That is pretty cool. I'm digging that. I'm totally digging that. Just the use of Jean's psychic powers in this, like she forms a force field, and Killer Thrill's fist just kind of splats on it. This is cool, man. Like she's really going all out of control in this one. And I guess it's important because by the end, Poison Craven the Hunter shows up, and yeah, somebody mentioned, I forget who it was, but somebody told me, it's like, no, it looks like Craven the Hunter, and yeah, you're right, that is totally Craven. You can really see it in here. You know, so you can clearly see it in here. That is definitely Craven. You know, looks like the next one. Yeah. So anyway, dude shows up and everybody's like, hello, and he's a poison. He's a poison, and they don't like the name, but whatever, they'll get over it. So anyway, these little buggers, they go after him. So this is going to be the last issue here in X-Men Blue, because they show up and, yeah, why not? This is cool. I dig this. This is really cool. Killer Thrill and Jean Grey, they're both poisons now, and you see the little poisons all around them. And the X-Men are like, uh-oh. And Eddie Brock remembers them because he was the one who was actually in this whole big incident. So nice. He was one of the heads in that. So we're gonna continue in Venom issue 163, and then it's gonna cut there. So it's not gonna be the conclusion here. No. Don't get me wrong here. What's going to happen, actually, back over here on the next page, Venomized, issues 1 and 2, at the very least, are going to be the big thing. So Poison X Part 5 is going to be, so this was Part 4, sorry. So Part 5 is going to be in the 7th of March. That's going to be issue 163 of Venom. And then the 4th, so what is that? Jeez, an entire month later, is going to be issue number 1 of Venomized, and then a week after that is going to be Venomized issue 2. So that's really weird. In the meantime, we're finally going to be able to see, this is the next issue of X-Men Blue. We're finally going to see what's going on with Jimmy Hudson and Bloodstorm. So I'm digging that. I'm digging that. I think that this is paced really well, especially like it's every 2 weeks that this comic is going to come out, right? It's a bi-monthly comic book. So for the most part, like they get a lot out. They get a whole lot of information out. So they can afford to just spend some time on here. But they're remembering, Cullen Bunn is remembering
we can't forget about these other two X-Men, because the entire time I'm reading this week especially, I'm like, what happened to the other two X-Men, dude? Like, where are these cats? So we're going to find out what happens when the X-Men are off in space doing their thing. What's going on back on the home front? And how are these two sole X-Men supposed to figure things out? And this is also supposed to be part 1 of Cry Havoc. Anyway, I'm going to give this comic book an A-. This was really good. And this is so good that I'm actually back to that whole question. I didn't think that this Venom thing was going to be any good. This Poison X Venomized, crossover thing. I didn't think this was going to be any good. I swear I really didn't. And I'm so happy that I'm being proven wrong on this. Because right now, I'm back at that juxtaposition where I'm thinking to myself, is X-Men Gold better than X-Men Blue? Or is Blue better than Gold? I love that. I love that in my mind. There's that competing, which color is the best here? And what's going on with red over there? And, I don't know. It's just me. Anyway, so I'm enjoying it. All right, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.